Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Silent Core and welcome to another video on The Division. So today was a pretty big day for The Division. It was the first day of the beta on Xbox One. And tomorrow it's actually going to open up to PC and PlayStation 4 players as well. And if you don't already have a beta code for The Division, I'm going to be giving away a bunch on my Twitter page, so that'll be linked in the top of the description. So Ubisoft put out a blog today titled "The Launch is Just the Beginning," and they give a bit of a sneak peek at what we're going to see in some of the future content in The Division. So let's go over the 3 expansions that have been announced for The Division, and they're titled The Underground, Survival and Last Stand. So these are going to be 3 different DLCs. So the first one, the description, is the first major expansion opens up a new area to players as they explore the uncharted underworld of New York City with up to 3 friends for intense co-op action. Now when I first read this, I did get a little bit excited. I thought, oh, some new areas to explore, this could be Brooklyn. Because obviously Brooklyn was featured in some of the really old trailers for The Division, but it doesn't seem to be in the full launch of the game that's going to be coming in March. However, from the description it says Uncharted Underworld. It definitely sounds much more like some sort of network of underground cities underneath New York City. And then there's expansion number 2, this is called Survival, and in this one it says players will have to survive for as long as possible in a very hostile environment that will challenge even the most talented agents. So this sounds like some sort of horde mode, possibly. Quite a lot of games tend to have this sort of mode. It's kind of like a wave-based challenge where you just have to survive for as long as possible. And then there's expansion number 3, and it says stay tuned for more information. Now what's interesting, if I bring you guys over to a separate post, so this one was actually posted on the Ubi blog, which is different from the Division specific blog. So on the Ubi blog it said for the third and final one, it says the third and final expansion is, perhaps fittingly, titled Last Stand. So it gives a little bit of a hint that, you know, it's called Last Stand for a purpose, so it got me thinking, why could it be called Last Stand? And maybe it's to do with the storyline, you know, it could be one last stand against the virus, it could be some sort of finale to the story of the game. Maybe we're going to get an alternative ending, or maybe we're just going to eradicate the virus completely from the city at the end of the game. If you guys have any ideas of what Last Stand could mean, feel free to leave it down in the comments. So next up, they also announced what's going to be included in the Season Pass, and I've got quite mixed feelings about that, which I'll get onto in just a second. So just to go over the overview of what you're going to get if you buy a Season Pass, you're going to get all 3 of these expansion packs, the Underground, the Survival and the Last Stand. You're also going to get an exclusive sawed-off shotgun, a unique sidearm customized for short-range destruction. I really hope that these weapons aren't going to be too overpowered, because it would be really a shame to see if these Season Pass holders are going to get a big advantage in the Dark Zone with these weapons. You're also going to get a full set of exclusive outfits and weapon skins. Obviously I really don't mind weapon skins being given out as kind of a microtransaction item. It's not really, it's just a cosmetic item. It has no real impact to gameplay, although they do look pretty cool. And the last point, this is the one that kind of makes me nervous a little bit. This one says special monthly benefits, including exclusive content drops and special events. Now the reason this one sounds kind of weird to me is that games often do, monthly updates or weekly updates to keep their player base engaged. They want their player base to keep coming back to their game. They want to, keep people interested in that game. However, it seems like the monthly updates, these are going to be hidden behind a paywall, so the only players that are going to be enticed to this are the ones that have already paid for the Season Pass or paid for this. So from this description, we don't really have a whole lot of information to go off what this monthly event or benefit would actually be. For all we know, it could just be a really small event in-game and not really mean much at all. One thing I did like about this blog is it says the development team is working on a complete post-launch plan to keep the experience fresh for months to come, including several free updates, new features and functionality. So it's great to see that the free updates are actually going to be released for all players. It's going to add new game modes such as challenging group-orientated operations to test your abilities in co-op mode and win even more unique rewards. So I really do like the sound of free updates been happening to the Division as the game progresses and ages. Just like many kind of MMO and RPG games do that have a very long lifespan, they keep their players engaged by bringing new content in it. So I really hope that not all of the good content will just go to the Season Pass holders, and they will release some really good stuff for free updates as well. As always, you guys are welcome to leave your feedback down in the comments. Don't forget to leave the video a like if you did enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.